Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Deborah Arrowsmith, and my husband is John, we run Almond Prophetic Ministries in Durban, South Africa, and we have been running it for 8 years. We had the idea to run it many years ago. We had had many prophetic words given to us by the Lord that we would be running something together. And it came in the form of an orange tree. The word was, I see you planting out an orchard for the Lord. The Lord was going to be the husbandman of the orchard. And we had this orange, and in this orange were the seeds for the rest of the orchard to be planted out. And we had no clue what that meant, and that was 21 years before we started Almond. And we thought, are we going to Limpopo? Are we going to somewhere where they farm oranges? What did it mean? But we just sat on it for 21 years, praying into it, not understanding it. And then we got other words telling us that we would be doing the same thing, but not in the form of orange trees. It wasn't used as an orange. It was used as other words and phrases that meant the same thing. And slowly but surely, God speeded up the prophecies that were coming to us as if it was like labor pains. And then one day, our pastor said to us, no, you can start. And we started in the toddler's room at church. And slowly but surely, we evolved and grew and learned a routine and knew how to run this thing after having known nothing about how to do it at all. And our aim with Almond is to teach people to recognize when they are hearing the voice of God. So today, I'm wanting to talk about your prophetic words you may have been given that haven't come to pass yet. And some of them might happen within a week and come to pass, and others may happen after 25 years. Like examples in the Bible with Abraham and Sarah, who was then Sarai, waiting to be pregnant and have a child of her own. She tried to preempt God and hurry things along and ended up with an Ishmael instead of an Isaac. And only after Ishmael was born, then God said, right, now's the time. And the time was at the most impossible time for her. But it was all possible for God, and she gave birth to Isaac. So what prophecies are you busy sitting on at the moment that you may have had over and over again, and yet nothing has happened and nothing has come of them? Are you thinking about them in terms that are different from what God's thoughts are about them? He may have to get your character in line with what he needs you to be in order to receive that prophetic word and to hold on to it and to be able to walk in it. Maybe the events in the world haven't taken place yet. Maybe even the people who are going to be involved in that prophetic word haven't been born yet. So you have to trust God with the outcome of that word becoming manifest in your life. The other thing is you may have put out a fleece before the Lord with regards to who it is that you might be going to work for, or who it is you might be getting married to, or do you move to this country, or do you stay in the country? And then the Lord answers you and you go leave the country, or you marry someone and it doesn't work out exactly as you thought it was going to. When we're given a prophetic word, there's no guarantee that the fulfillment of that word is going to make life easy. Life carries on the same. Our focus is not on the prophetic word. Our focus is on the giver, the Lord himself. So you might get a prophetic word, and then you get another one 5 years later, and then 10 years later you've decided it's not going to happen because you're waiting too long, or it's beyond the level of time that you want it to take place or you need it to take place. And then all of a sudden, out the blue, someone you don't know who doesn't know you gives you another prophetic word exactly the same with the same meaning. So God is telling you to hang in there. I'm still busy with this. I'm still working on it. Suppose you mess up and try to make things happen sooner than you thought, like Sarai did when Abraham had Ishmael with Hagar. God can work all things to your good. So don't be too quick to be so hard on yourself. God is not even that hard on you. So trust him with yourself. Trust Him with the changes that need to take place, and trust Him with the prophetic word He's given you. Look to Him, and He will see the prophetic word come to take place and to take over in your life. In the meantime, you equip yourself with what it is that you need to equip yourself to do. If you've been told you're going overseas to a strange land, then learn the language. Equip yourself in the meantime. Learn the scriptures you need. Learn all about where you think and what you think you need to know for the time ahead. Trusting the Lord and doing it is an act of faith without actually running ahead of the prophetic word. So that is what I have to say today, and I will see you again next month. Goodbye.